Arkansas Storm Team at 11 o'clock. I'm meteorologist Juliana Cullen with meteorologist Jenna Warner here. Jenna, Monday, it's a new month. I always love the first Monday of a month, too.
Yeah.
And I love when a month starts on a Monday or a Sunday.
Yeah.
It just makes sense to me. But today is also Groundhog Day.
I know, but do you like Groundhog Day?
So, I think a lot of meteorologists don't love Groundhog Day.
I'm included in that.
Are you one of those?
Yeah.
And that's valid. I find a lot of it very humorous. And watching the video of everyone like in their top hats and stuff, I'm just like, what are we doing? It confuses me.
Silly.
But I do find a little bit of like funny in it. Let me make sure.
I
was
agree
clicking the
with
wrong
that.
buttons earlier, and I was showing like a live look at like the 3-shot on the camera when I was by myself.
No, I get that because all the buttons changed.
All the buttons changed. I'm getting old where things change. I'm like, when I have to update my phone, I'm like, oh, I don't know where anything
I
is.
do the same. That's why I haven't updated my phone in forever. My fiance,
Yeah.
who's like in tech stuff, he's always
Yeah.
like, you have 3 updates you got to do.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like,
I'll do those at some point.
I'll get to it at some point.
Exactly.
But yeah, today, Groundhog Day, whether you believe a rodent or you don't, hopefully you believe us, 6 more weeks of winter.
We're going to hope you believe us. A rodent or us. The rodent didn't go to college.
That's true.
Although the life of a rodent sounds much more chill. All he has to do is
Yeah.
appear and see his shadow or not.
Yeah. I will say we were watching the video this morning because it happened a little before 6:30 our time. And, they bring him out of his little, it's kind of like a tree hut a little bit, and like lift him up. And the poor guy just was like, looked like he was tired. And he was probably like, what are you guys doing here? Like, why is everyone in top hats? He looked confused. So I would probably be confused too if that happened to me.
It's like, what? Why are you guys, why is everyone looking at me? I'm just a groundhog.
Yeah. But he did see his shadow. So that means 6 more weeks of winter.
Okay.
And I dug into the stats today because I was, curious about the stats. I'd always heard them. Statistically, he always sees his shadow. Out of the last several hundred times, I think it was only 20 times does he not see a shadow.
Oh.
So it's almost every time he's going to predict an early winter. And then also he's right 39% of the time. So what is that percentage? 61% of the time
That's
he's
not
wrong.
really good.
Yeah. So it's almost a better bet of whatever he picks, flip it.
So
Early
that
spring.
means that everyone who wanted an early spring, we could be
Yeah.
talking about an early spring, actually.
We could.
I mean,
I want an early spring.
I do
I
too.
want an early, quiet spring.
I also would like a quiet spring. We're going to,
Yes.
is this made of wood? I'm knocking on
This
wood so we
feels
don't jinx
wood-like.
anything.
There we
I
go.
think we could all agree that a quiet spring. After
Yes.
last year, I mean,
Yes.
61 tornadoes in
I
the
think
state.
61.
That's,
Almost double of
I
our-
would love 61 less
Yes.
tornadoes.
Yeah, let's have a record-breakingly quiet year. Who else wants that?
I'll say I usually bring that wherever I go, so
Really?
our odds have increased now that I'm here.
Okay, because I'm not going to say that you brought the sleet storm.
I think
However, you might.
I think I did do that.
Because you said it always snows on your birthday, even at the beach, which that's a huge stat that you're pulling.
Yeah, it did do that.
Yeah.
Yep. So
So-
you can blame me. It happened around my birthday.
And
So
if you bring us a quiet, severe weather season, all is forgiven.
I bring wildfires and snow apparently. So like I don't think I want that one either.
Yeah. We've had some high wildfire danger, but really we haven't done too bad this year with wildfires, which is good.
Yeah.
So let's bring that one down.
We're knocking on wood again. There's a lot of jinxes that I bring.
Yeah.
But 46 days until astronomical spring.
Here's your real stat from meteorologists. That's the spring that starts. Now, will it feel like spring at that time? I can't tell you that. But spring
Yeah.
actually starts in 46 days.
That's exciting.
Yes.
And I think everyone's looking forward to it. I think we've just all been so cold for so long
Yeah.
that now that even today you step outside and you're like, ooh, sunshine.
Yes.
It's a little warmer and it will be warmer today. I'm looking forward to things like spring break and
Yes.
temperatures consistently in the 60s.
Yes.
I know we only had a brief cold snap and like the second half of December, the first half of January were warmer than normal.
Yes. Very much.
But I feel like just the snap of cold that we had was so cold, and we've
Yes.
had snow
And
and
just
ice on the ground for so
Icy,
long.
Yes. People can't get out of their houses still,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I think that was enough. It was like 2 weeks of just brutal, and it's like, okay,
We're set.
I think I'm good.
That was a good taste.
wrap it up, winter.
Exactly.
Bring on
Get
the
out of
spring.
here.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Like the perspective of, today is sunny. It's already 44 in Little Rock, which is basically summer compared to what we've had. It's 50 in Mena. And the temperatures the next couple days, look pretty nice, especially considering it's February.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, by the end of the week, I might have a short sleeve on.
I
outside.
think so too, exactly, because we're not just talking about the 50s. We're talking about even maybe inching into the 60s this week.
Yes.
Which I'll take.
I will take it.
And all of that sunshine today will really help. And then clouds moving in tonight with, our incoming system.
Yeah.
We're not talking about snow, though.
Yes, just rain. And the clouds tonight, I think the best part of the forecast is we stay above freezing tonight.
Yeah.
It's the first time in quite some time where we're not battling the refreeze every single night.
Exactly.
We can actually melt today, stay melted tonight. There will be slick spots because some stuff it will not melt today. It's going to take some time.
We've just got a lot around.
Yes, a lot around. But today will good melting, no refreeze tonight. And then tomorrow, rain comes in. It's scattered, it's light. It really doesn't look like a lot, but it's all rain.
Yeah.
Everything that comes down is a rain drop. And really, it's going to be light, but the rain will help to kind of wash away some of that ice.
Yeah.
Not a ton, because it's going to be pretty light, but it will help. And then tomorrow afternoon, we rebound back in the mid-50s. So
it's not even that bad. Clouds around in the morning, and be cautious, I guess, of the rain on the roadways if you are heading back to work or school tomorrow.
Yeah, we always see increased traffic. There's usually some accidents when it's raining, so I know it probably feels good to get out in the roadway. I feel like I've seen a lot of people driving kind of fast recently.
I have too.
And
I was just thinking that on the way home last night. Someone passed me on Cantrell going had to have been 60, and I was like,
yeah. I don't know if it's because we've been cooped up and stuff and maybe people are just getting behind the wheel again.
Yeah.
But tomorrow morning, maybe you're heading out to work. Reduce those speeds with the rain. Just a little bit of rain, can make the road slick. Hydroplaning can be an issue. So
exactly.
I know it feels good to get out of the house, but maybe slow the speeds down a little bit.
Or maybe it's just because we can actually drive our cars now.
Yeah.
It's not like, you're having to go over all the snow and all the ice and everything. I mean, there's still those spots, but once you hit a patch of just clear road, it's ooh.
Finally.
Exactly.
So that'll be tomorrow. We'll run through forecast track. It really just does not look super impressive, but clouds build in tonight, wrap us in like a blanket, keeps us above freezing, which is good news. And then there's tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock. Sprinkles, light showers.
Some around.
Keep it around through 8, 9 o'clock. So it's not a guarantee that you'll see rain at rush time hour. You might not need the umbrella out the door, but it'll be in the vicinity. And then it really looks like by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, most of it pushes out of here. And then a little push of cool air, but it really does not look too bad.
No, not compared to what we've seen.
Yeah. And there's rainfall totals. This is from the graph, our in-house model.
Okay, so nothing.
Yeah, basically it's been looking slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. Southeast Arkansas, maybe 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch, but this is not going to be a big rainmaker, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So.
Which is unfortunate because I think that once a lot of this actually melts, we will be talking about a very different drought scenario. But until it does and until it's, everything's frozen right now, so we don't know how it's going to impact the ground. We still need it, though. We're in such a deficit that what we got winter-wise, helpful.
Yes.
But
still drought conditions.
0.04 inches of rain. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
It'll be light, so we need more. The rest of the week does look dry, though, and I know we need the rain. I love seeing the dry, though, just because I know that sunshine is going to do its job. Yeah. And immediately when I was forecasting this morning, I was zoning in Friday.
65.
Sunshine at 65. Some of the models were a little warmer than that. And I was like, okay.
I did see that.
I'm not ready. I'm excited. I can't put that in the forecast.
No, there were some models talking about numbers that, if we said it, you guys would all lock it in.
Yeah, not locking it in yet. It's up here, though.
Yeah, we're watching.
I definitely think we'll see low to mid-60s Friday for many of us and sunny and dry weather, which I just think is beautiful. I've already been talking to my friends. What are we doing on Friday? It's going to be too nice for me to not want to spend it outside.
Yes, exactly.
And then Super Bowl weekend, mid to upper 50s, sunny, dry.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
That is super nice, especially after the past 2 weekends that we just had where everyone was cooped up inside.
Yes.
It was cold. It was too cold to go outside for the most part. I know a lot of people still did go outside and enjoyed things as they could, the sledding and all of the things.
Yeah.
But this is a weekend where you don't have to pile on a million layers to go outside. You don't have to be like, oh, I need gloves or I need something to cover my ears. You can just be outside.
Yes.
You can actually maybe even sit on the patio and have a Diet Coke or something.
Yes. That's my favorite activity to do.
Same.
It doesn't get any better with a little lime wedge in it too. Ooh. It's refreshing.
Love a lime wedge.
But the forecast looks great for this weekend. I'm excited about it. I still haven't been invited to a Super Bowl party yet. I was still waiting on that. I think this is the weekend to do it. It's going to be so nice.
It is an outdoor Super Bowl party.
Oh my gosh. Does anyone have a TV on their patio?
Oh, that would be cool. I've always wanted to be once I grow up, I want to be that house. It's I've got the patio TV, I've got the setup.
I love that too because I always think that too. And then I'm like, I'm kind of grown now, though.
I know. I know when I grow up.
I feel like I'm grown up.
Me as an adult.
Yeah. But I agree. But you could actually do that this coming Sunday for the Super Bowl and like for February be very comfortable. So that's some exciting news. I'm ready for it.
That is definitely exciting. And even like past this first full weekend of February coming up into next week, we're not talking about another deep freeze happening in the next, extended forecast. We're still talking about the 50s and the 60s for highs, maybe even a tad above normal for this time of year.
Yeah. And even midweek next week, some of the models are looking pretty warm. I wasn't ready to do it on my forecast. Really, I don't know if you saw what Pat did for next Wednesday.
I did. I changed it.
I did too.
I'm really sorry, Pat.
I did too. I hope he's right. But Pat thinks that there's a possibility that we can maybe see temperatures out of the 60s. That's what I'm going to say. I put temperatures in the 60s.
Yeah.
I'll be cool.
I kept the 60s
either
for
way.
Wednesday.
But that's kind of the pattern that we're looking at. No big cold snap coming up next week. We're just kind of looking at keeping on with these around average, above average temperatures. And right now, average, I think, is 52 or 51. That sounds good right now.
That does sound good.
Compared to what we've had. Today will be pretty average, but I actually think it's going to kind of feel like a heat wave.
It
compared to what we've had.
Like a heat wave. I mean, I walked into work at, 10 a.m. My shift starts, and it was 40 degrees. I had a light coat on. We wear dresses and stuff. I'm not wearing pants or anything. And I didn't feel that cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I've got to, throw on tights or something like that or have a heavy coat on.
Yeah.
Just walking around outside like the sun.
Yes.
Nice.
And like the best part is also not dripping the pipes anymore.
Yeah, that
yesterday,
got old.
just like closing all the cabinets. I was like, come on, I'm ready.
Exactly.
I've had every cabinet in the house, I feel like, open up for weeks. I'm ready to close them.
Right, because you have to walk all the way. Like, it's a bump in the road that you have to keep
and
walking
then you, like,
around.
go to wash your hands, and there's a cabinet in the way. I'm like,
shuffle.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're all done with it.
I'm ready to be done, so close those. That feels good. And I even think today, it's so cold outside, but it's just been, like, so cold and just, like, every window, every door is closed. You're like, close the door fast. I'm going to open one of my windows in the afternoon. 5 minutes, just get a little fresh air in. I just like a little bit of a fresh air. I don't want to make my heat go on, but just the fact that it's not freezing outside and I'm worried about my pipes freezing, I'm ready for just a little bit of freshness.
I agree with that. It's been a long time since we've been able to just have fresh air filtering through the house at this point.
It makes a difference, I feel like.
It does.
When I can't do that for a while.
It's a feeling, like you just feel a little healthier, like, ooh,
sense
on the outside.
Yeah. So that's on the agenda for today. Wanted to show a closer weekend forecast just because it is Super Bowl weekend. Yeah. Mid 50 Saturday, upper 50 Sunday. No worries. If you don't like the Super Bowl, still a great weekend.
Even if you don't like the Super Bowl, there's so many things that are attached to the Super Bowl that make it fun. I'm so sorry, my hair is everywhere.
That could have been mine too, really so I'm not sure. I do too. I really do shed.
I think it was a blonde one. I always I'm always hyper fixated on that because I don't want our male meteorologist to come in and be like, "There's hair everywhere."
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
It happens. Anyway, I got my hair down.
There's so many things about the Super Bowl that's not football focused that I feel like everyone like the fun commercials. You got halftime shows. You got the food. Even if you don't like watching anything on TV.
Which are you picking? We actually had that for our during the break debate this morning on KARK. Food. Halftime show, the actual football, or the commercials? What's your favorite part? And I said this was a hard question because I wanted an all of the above.
Same because I like all of it.
Because I had to pick.
I think I'm gonna pick food because it's like the last time that you can have football food until August.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess you could have football food, but it's kind of weird to have I'm gonna have some jalapeno poppers, and it's like May.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
That. Commercials won. Commercials was number one. I voted for commercials. Food is a really close second. However, I told you this last week. I think we were talking about the Super Bowl. I struggle with the food because when I'm just cooking for me and my fiance, I feel like I don't get to cook as much Super Bowl food as I want. But if I'm invited to a Super Bowl party and there's a bunch and I can have like a little bit of everything, then I would pick the food. But I picked the commercials because I do really love watching the commercials too. However, fun. I feel like they haven't been as good in years past.
I was about to say, I'm waiting for the fun commercials to actually come back because I remember,
don't show them before. I don't want to see them on TV before.
No, why is that happening?
Yeah, I don't like it. Premiere them on the Super Bowl.
That's a new thing. Every now and then you're watching TV and you're like, oh, that commercial is interesting. You see it on the Super Bowl. Why are you playing it now?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be fully immersed in the whole event of the Super Bowl. I don't want to be like, oh, I've seen this commercial. Like, this is the only time that commercials are entertaining.
Yes.
Get out of here with that.
Yeah. So I'm hopeful that the commercials will be good. I don't know if they will be, but I do generally enjoy the commercials. And then once I learned the game of football, which this has been a new occurrence for me, I'll get into any football game. I have no stake. I really don't know much about the Seahawks or the Patriots, but I'll get into the game. I'm just gonna.
It's just football.
Yeah, I just enjoy watching the game, and then I'll always get into the halftime show. So I just like all aspects of the Super Bowl, besides the fact that it starts so late.
Oh wait, what time does it start?
Well, it starts at 5:30, which I guess is not super late. However, I go to bed early.
For you, for everyone on the morning shift on Monday, the next day, that's late.
And it's a Sunday night. Like everyone goes back typically to work on Monday.
Yeah,
and you're still kind of tired. Can we not do the Super Bowl starting at noon?
I'd be fine with it. Or like 3 p.m. if you need time through the day to like, get your food together or whatever it is. Like I feel like an afternoon game, perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I love 3 o'clock because then the game's over like a little bit after dinner time.
Yeah.
Time to go home from your Super Bowl parties and like get ready for the work day. If we're going to do it on a Sunday, we could do it on a Saturday.
Super Bowl Saturday sounds just as cool.
Yes, that's true. Both are still S's, so it still works.
Exactly. It's like a national championship game on a Monday. Why are we doing that?
Yeah.
I want to partake. I want to enjoy.
Yes.
But you can't because you got to go to work the next day. Like, I'm going to stay up until midnight just to watch this and then show up at work like dragging.
We're all tired on Monday after the Super Bowl. And if you're tired too, you can join us. We'll be there in the morning show.
Exactly.
All right. I think we both posted this weekend. Excited about February. I particularly like February as a month. Not really. The month is cool. I like Valentine's Day. I like all the heart decor.
Yeah.
I love this February, how it looks on the calendar. It's 4 straight lines because it starts on a Sunday, ends on a Saturday.
Oh, that's easy.
Yes. It's just like a rectangle. It looks so cool. And this month, and almost an hour daylight added. We're going to start to warm up this month.
Nice.
I had some people say, well, it still snows in February. Sure, it does. But statistically, we do warm up this month, which is good news.
Exactly.
If you like warmer weather. Now, we'll see where we end up at the end of the month if we followed statistics or not. But 59 the end of the month, cool with it.
I'm okay with it. That sounds very nice.
Yeah.
And of course, adding time and daylight from time and darkness is always nice too.
Yes.
That means later and later sunset times.
Yeah.
I mean, by the last day of February, we are past and into the 6 p.m. and later sunsets.
Yes. And 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is nice because I think it's, I know some people like later sunrises, some people like earlier sunrises. I feel like an earlier sunrise just makes the most sense.
Yes, I agree.
Right now, you're waking up and it's, you guys are already at work.
Yeah.
But if you have a later shift than our morning team and you're waking up and, I have a 7 a.m. alarm, you look outside and it's dark and it's like, did my alarm go off at the right time? Like, what's going on? It just like kind of discombobulates you for a second.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to actually, like, the sun is already up when you wake up and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Again, not for you guys. You will be in this building when the sun comes up.
Yeah. But I still do like it, though, because I just feel like sometimes in the summer when I'm heading to work, it almost looks like it might be getting light outside. It's I'm like right before the cusp. So I do enjoy an earlier sunrise because it just feels more normal. And I love getting to see the sunrise throughout the show and stuff. And I just like when the sun comes up earlier. And I like the sunset, between 6 and 7 o'clock, I think is my favorite. And even like a 7:30 sunset, I really dig that kind of time of year.
Oh, I agree.
It needs to stay light out after 5 p.m.
I agree.
I feel bad for the people that work like 8 to 5.
You never see the sun.
You can't, yeah.
Like, I mean, granted, it could be worse. We could all live in, like, the Arctic Circle and have,
crazy,
a month plus where you never see the sun. It just kind of, like, floats near the horizon line at points, and you're like, oh, I kind of see it, and then it goes back down.
It's wild.
I don't think I could live that way, but I don't know. It'll be very nice to get to those summer sunsets and sunrises.
Yeah.
Once again, we got some time to get there, and really our sunrises don't get super early until we spring forward.
Yeah, we're kind of chugging almost a minute earlier each day, but not quite where we're hitting at that. So we'll still be in the 7 o'clock hour for the rest of this week. But the sunsets is really where we're kind of gaining that time, is where we can feel the difference of it.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, by next week at this time, we will have 5:45 sunset times. That's inching closer. I mean, you get off of work, and if you do have the regular 8 to 5, 9 to 5, that's when your life kind of begins until you have to go to work next. So, like, if you want to go outside and, or meet some friends at a coffee shop or something, or if you want to, I guess coffee at 6 p.m.,
Yeah.
Not everyone can do that. But you know what I mean? Like, if you want to, like, go make plans, if you want to go walk around a park, if you want to
go for a run or
do
something.
anything,
yeah,
it feels weird if the sun's not up.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm still awake at this time, too. So
that's good.
It's perfect. The sun goes down by 8 o'clock. I'm cool with it because that's when I go to bed. It's the summer when, like, the sun is up until almost 9. I'm like, it's coming through the blinds.
Yeah, you're trying to go to bed. You're like, this is hard.
Everyone's outside. I can hear the noise. I'm like, okay.
Because it's summer. Oh, man, I miss summer nights.
Oh, yeah, when it's just, like, warm. I will say the only thing I don't love about summer, but I actually think I would take it right now, is, you know, when it's, like, pretty muggy around the clock, and, like, it's even muggy in the morning.
And the mosquitoes.
Yeah. That I wouldn't love.
I don't love those either.
But full moon already happened.
Yeah.
Still looks pretty cool out there, and we have some photos.
We do have some photos.
Full moon photos.
And they're super bright. I mean, you can just see the moonlight bouncing off of the snow, and that's, well, icecrete, whatever you want to call it. Snow,
it looks concrete. Like snow, pretty solid ice, but I keep calling it snow because it looks like it.
It does look like snow, but then you walk on it and you're like, I'm not sinking.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. So I don't know what to call it at this point. I keep calling it like snow, ice, sleet.
Yeah.
Ice.
I like ice concrete. It's kind of what it feels like.
It is ice concrete. Just
so compacted.
Mashed into a big chunk of ice. It's like, this is what it was like having a glacier around, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Must have been.
I'm getting old.
So slick.
It's super
so
slick.
Slick.
Sometimes I've lost my balance.
Oh, like, my goodness.
You know, I'm sure like everyone has been there. Walk into your car. There's that one sheet that has not melted and you can see through the road to it.
Yep.
I'm going to lose it every time.
Yeah.
Holding on to my car handle like, oh.
Yeah. But it's pretty. It's pretty for sunrises, sunsets, and for the moon, our snow moon.
Exactly.
Great close-up photo.
Good picture.
I think Angela always sends us in these good photos because, again, I'm like, do you work for NASA? These are such good photos.
Do you work for NASA?
And look how clear that is. Every time I go to take a photo of the moon with my phone, is that fuzz? I don't know. It's so bad.
Because you look at it with your eyes. I think that's so frustrating. You go outside and you're like, oh, the moon's gorgeous. Let me take a photo of it. What is the disconnect between my phone and your eyes? Like, I just want to remember what I'm looking at right there. But I think you need specific camera gear to get this kind of photo. I think it's what
Angela must have it.
Yeah. Which
great
is a
photos.
Cool hobby. I mean,
yeah.
Look at that. You can see the details, like crater impacts on the moon. Those big spots on the moon. I don't know if that's from a crater or like just how the moon is. I don't know a lot about the moon.
Me neither, actually. And which is a common misconception with meteorologists is when I was going to college and learning all about the science of weather, there was really no astronomy classes that were required and not a lot of time in your schedule to take elective astronomy classes too. Right. So a lot of people think that meteorologists know a lot about space, and a lot of it I just have to look up myself to learn about space.
Same. Like every time we have the Northern Lights, there's, a bunch of research that I've got to go through because when you have the Northern Lights, it's a common misconception that it's from a solar flare, but that's not the case. And like it's a coronal mass ejection, which is different than a solar flare, and then there's another kind of flare that comes from the sun.
And we never learned that in college.
Intricate. No, I'm like learning it from peer-reviewed research that I have pulled up, trying to figure everything out. Like it's just not something that meteorologists are well versed on. That's astrologists. Is astrology the one like about like Aquarius, Sagittarius?
I think so, yes.
Astronomers,
yes.
See, I don't know.
And very close words too. So I couldn't tell you what those spots are on the moon, but I can tell you Angela takes incredible space photos.
Yeah,
so
that's a cool photo.
Thank you for sending those in.
Moon.
Another really cool photo from Wade. This is near Malvern. Again, you can kind of just see the sheen on that icy surface there that probably hasn't melted at all yet.
No, probably not. Probably not. But it's still cool to see the amount of moonlight that can just like bounce back and be reflected by that ice even at nighttime. It makes it bright. Yeah, it does. That's albedo. That'll do it for you.
That will do it, the albedo. And you did a blog post on albedo, right?
I did last week. So if anyone missed it, albedo is the measurement of how much solar radiation is absorbed or reflected based on the color of an object. So a bright white object will reflect solar radiation. Snow is actually like the highest natural reflector of solar radiation. It reflects up to 90% of solar radiation or sunlight, moonlight, artificial light.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we had such a big issue with melting, too. People thinking, the sun helps, yes, but when it's so reflective, it's not absorbing most of that, so it's not melting as much.
Exactly.
And that's why this ice was just sticking around, and it's still out there today.
And thick ice at that. If we only had a thin veil of ice or, maybe even an inch of snow compared to this ice that's just become a compact sheet everywhere, then we would probably not have very much around anymore.
Yeah.
But because it's so hard to get through, it's so hard to melt because it is so thick, it just takes time.
Yeah. Yeah, so that kind of explains that. At least we have the 50s. Should help out because we're kind of hitting it from both sides. We're above freezing by a good bit, and we have the sun out there today as well. That will continue to aid in that. But not a bad extended forecast. We got a couple minutes left. We can look at this extended forecast. Coolest day is going to be Wednesday at 47, which is not too cool literally at all.
No, that's fine. I think we'll take it.
Yeah.
Thursday morning is going to be cold again. If there's still anything out there, then Thursday morning. Yeah, exactly. But then by Thursday afternoon, Thursday will be a very similar day to today, actually, with a lot of sunshine. I mean, you won't have clouds moving in later in the day, so I guess take some parts and take it away for Thursday. But still, as in, we're going to warm back into the low to mid 50s Thursday afternoon after a morning in the 20s. We got to, 24 this morning in Little Rock?
I can't remember.
It was cold this morning.
It was cold this morning.
But it warmed up so quickly. The sun came up. And we were just skyrocketing. So even if you did step outside the house right when we hit our low, probably sometime just before sunrise, that is the coldest part of the day, right before the sun comes up. If you stepped outside an hour later, you're like, oh, this is different, I wonder if we got to the teens anywhere in the state. I didn't fully.
24. Okay. That's why you're a meteorologist. There you go. Right on the money. Thanks. 18 in Clinton. I saw another teen. I think it was in Searcy. I can't remember. It doesn't look like they have a reporting site this morning, but there was 2 teens out there, and most of us were in the 20s.
Yeah, that's cold. 18 in Clinton. But so that's why I think a lot of school districts decided to close for today because refreeze overnight. But the sunshine today, it's already 44 in Little Rock.
Should help out a lot. Look
at
Fayetteville.
55 in Camden.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Fayetteville too.
53.
We're looking at this map like we haven't seen this in forever.
Good melting for today. So get outside, enjoy some sunshine today. No refreeze tonight, which is really good news. But tomorrow morning, just watch out for some slick spots because this is going to help out with the ice. But like Jen and I said, this is thick ice. It's just going to take some time to get through. But today will give us a good chunk of a lot of melting, I think. So that's good.
Exactly. We'll get there. Just be patient and take it slow and easy out there. No speeding around. This is not an environment for that. Just slow and easy wins the race.
Exactly. All right, 11:29. So we're just about finished with Arkansas Storm Team Live. At 11 o'clock, Jenna's going to be on the noon show, KRK4 News at noon until 1 o'clock. More details on the forecast. Another live stream coming up today at 3 o'clock. We'll have Todd Jacobian back in. You'll be here again. So more Jenna coming up at 3 o'clock.
Of course.
And then all of our evening shows. And then we'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. So thanks for joining us for today. Go outside and enjoy the sunshine.
Yes, have a great Monday.